Wait, what is Baizhu doing? Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I did not expect Baizhu. What is Baizhu doing? Do we go to Lia or are we going with him to Sumeru? But it looks like Kaveh is gonna be released, right? That looks very likely. If they're gonna release both of them. Kaveh is a 5-star, right? Is Baizhu a 4-star then? They wouldn't release not 5-star. 2 5-stars at once, right? Kaveh is 4-star? Wait, what? What? Wait, Kaveh is gonna be a 4-star? Well, okay. To be honest, I expected it the other way around. It's so strange. I mean, look at him. He has a 5-star design, can we agree on that? I think... Well, I did not bother too much with looking at Baizhu's design. But I always considered, like, Kaveh to be a super 5-star design. Like, look at it. Do you think they already have, like, new voices for Tighnari in that quest? I don't think so, right? It must be recorded pretty early on.
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Dragon King?
We were victims of the apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse itself.
Wait.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
Wait, so they got turned evil? Just like Storm Terror?
Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time.
Is that
Yet you
Skara?
call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
What? Is that a... No, that's not a wee nut, right? Where is this?
Life.
What is this monstrosity?
Kind
Kinda weird, but it was shooting DNA strands. Beyond mortality, is he immortal?
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
I still think he's fishy, but I don't know.
Watch and learn.
Yeah, Kaveh just looks more like a 5-star. You just can't deny that. I don't know.
Sight clear.
The competition is heating up. Oh,
Wait, what are
and
you
here's
doing?
Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Oh wait, they're fighting against... What are they doing? I think they're just sparring, right? What exactly were they doing? But they were hanging out with Skara, that's good. I think he needs some company.
Whoa!
Wow. Awesome!
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program. Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today, and we even have more hosts than usual. So why don't we go around and take a moment to introduce ourselves?
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler.
Oh, I love it. She's
Hello,
playing
everyone.
character.
My name is Anjali Gunapineni, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank you for always supporting the business of Lord Sangama Bay with your shiny Mora.
And I'm
You're
Sean
welcome.
Dury, the voice of Baizhu from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi. Hello!
They're also very cute again.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
True, yeah, you've all been a part of the traveler's journey at some point or another.
That's right, and we'll be seeing everyone
her
again
voice
to
is so different,
experience
yeah.
some new stories
It's for a
together
lot
in
of
the
characters. I
upcoming
mean,
version.
Nahida sounds
Yeah, I
completely
can't
different.
wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content, like, you know, I don't know, one of our new playable characters in version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baizhu? Baizhu? Is that how you say it?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in. So, let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime,
Redemption code
everyone
time.
will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
We'll be checking that out in the meantime. Oh! Okay, did not expect that. Nilu. Ah, my good old Nilu. So we're getting Nahida first. That's surprising. Nahida Nilu. Thanks for copying the code. I'll put it in the Discord for the ones who will just paste it in later. And then Ganya and Baizhu. Wait, was Kaveh not in the first one? Oh, that kind of sucks. I hate when they do that. Put the 4-star character in both banners, please. Man. Ganyu, yeah. I mean, I think most of us have have her already, if we want her. I don't necessarily need her, so I'm not gonna pull for her anyways.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you? The doctor will see you now.
Taking a turn for the better.
So far I'm not seeing the thing that you guys were mentioning.
Okay, that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baizhu's shield.
Oh, I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of
true. Who's
snakes,
voicing
but
the snake,
Chung
by the
Chung
way?
sounds so cute!
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but isn't Baizhu the first male character with glasses?
Oh, wow. I think you're
Oh.
right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ooh.
Personally, I
Weird.
love his voice. I think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple
Not
pants.
biased at
You
all.
really can't. You know what? Okay, let's talk about Baizhu. Baizhu is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at
And a member of
healing
the
his
Fatui
patients.
Harbingers, for
His
sure.
abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation for itself in Liyue Harbor. But most importantly, Baizhu is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping the world. He tends to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Ah,
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
Wait, was he
What
like
kind
asking
did
for an
you think he
absurd amount of
was?
Mordor
I
when we
don't
needed
know.
something
I
for him?
kind of thought he might be
from
the
him?
type of doctor who does good things, but with his
I might
own
remember incorrectly, but I think that was the
nefarious
case.
plan. You know, like, I can save you.
but for a price.
Yo,
I guess he
either.
just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baizhu, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I know people say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baizhu as well?
Well, Baizhu's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, travelers
Okay.
will have to check him out in-game to learn more about his story. So, zip, that's all you hear out of me.
Okay,
Well, I
well,
was wondering
no
why
matter
the
what
snake
happens,
said
I
he's
just
about to
hope that
pass
he'll be able to
out.
take care of himself.
Me too. But besides his health, Baizhu also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor.
Of course.
On top of that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao.
Yeah,
so
of
there are some
course.
days where Baizhu really has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, Baiju's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master. But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways. Their differences were passed down to their apprentices, which has led to Baizhu and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through Baizhu's story quest to hear
That's-
some of Baizhu's inner thoughts.
I don't
and
think that
learn
was
more
known
about this
before. That's
caring
like,
doctor.
that sounds very novel
Interesting.
to me.
I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will often choose to test new medicines on himself.
Wait,
As you spend time with
That's
Baizhu in the
kinda
field,
neat.
you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and
I'm not
interact
gonna lie, I
with
like that
certain
ability.
harvestable items, which will heal your current active character.
So,
might not be super
since
useful, but I
Baizhu's
kind of
a
like that.
doctor, I think it's pretty safe
That
to
makes
say
this
that
team without
most of his
healing like
combat abilities are focused on
pretty
healing, right?
possible.
Yep, that's right. Baizhu's treatment in battle is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies. Baizhu believes
You
that
consider
even in
that
a
a
difficult
sperm?
spot, as long as the diagnosis
That
and
looks
treatment
like
are done
it's
properly,
probably a snake or
lives can
something to
always
me.
be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try
I
out some
blame
new
your
team
mind, not the,
compositions within
the
mind.
game designers.
For sure. Well, all right, I think that's all we have for Baizhu, so
Looks
let's move
pretty
on to
simple.
our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
Is it just me or are they putting more effort into Kaveh as well?
Come at me!
It really seems like they wanted to have Kaveh as a
Breaking new
5-star,
ground.
but something went wrong there. I don't know. He also looks so cool with his attacks. What is he doing? Like some time thing?
Nice.
Looks cool.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the toolbox, he has some cool accessories. I am jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
Okay, so since Kaveh has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him.
Wait, he does?
Kaveh is an architect and has this keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazarzaray, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not
How is
only
this
provide the
possible that
required
he's so
functionality,
poor then?
but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
Well, he
people
sounds
that
like a
big.
genius, so he must be pretty successful.
Then how is he living with
Well, he
Alayla?
doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine.
He works
It's
for Dory,
it's
of course,
actually kind of
he's
the
in that.
opposite.
Okay, never mind,
He
that's
hardly
true.
has enough more to survive.
Mood.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting. Why's that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his Mora. Like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gullible guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
perfect to work
On
for
top of
work for
that,
Dory.
he doesn't
That's
limit
a death
himself with the cost of
sentence.
construction.
Oh no.
And take the Palace of Alcazarzaray as an example. Maybe only a real maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah, way too
but
innocent
it's
for this
probably
world.
these kinds
This
of
guy ever met, like,
situations
with
that
the
have made him
Abyss?
become roommates with
This
all
world is gonna be
But aren't
shattered.
like I'll hate them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll hate them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaveh can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kaveh's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating
Ooh.
furnishings, and his mapping abilities might come in handy during battle. As a
That is
unique and
actually
creative
pretty
designer,
neat.
Kaveh must always bring tools with him. His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all Dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to Dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
So he's basically fighting with a
You don't need to worry
suitcase.
about triggering all those Dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh won't be hurt by them.
He's a
In
Claymore
fact,
user.
one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes
Unexpected,
damage
but I
from a
like
Dendro
it.
core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Shang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
He's basically not doing anything. The suitcase is working for him, right?
Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Kaveh.
How should I say this? I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Briefcase goes
Well, he is a distinguished
Kind of reminds me of
architect
the
from the Nation
briefcase
of
in
Wisdom,
Hitman.
so we
Just like
shouldn't
totally
underestimate him.
overpowered.
Yeah, and Kaveh will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6, so
Okay.
maybe we give some details about that next?
Yeah, of course we're not gonna get a character quest
I got
after
this one.
all. He's a 4-star.
Our main
Damn,
event
that
for version
sucks.
3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza. In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The
Nice.
Extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school
Is
in
the
a
big
large
question
competition.
mark our good old Scaramouche?
So maybe we can talk about some gameplay that travelers can expect
Because he
to
was
see.
in the trailer after all.
It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
But I love that. I want to learn more about the
Each of
different
the 6
academia
Darshans will be
parts.
compiling their
So good.
research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy.
Awesome.
For example, Layla's
LAYLA.
Udawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle,
And
the
it reminds
stars
me
on the
of the,
astrolabe will
what was it
light up and
called?
form a pattern.
The Golden
Look,
Apple
this time
Archipelago
the
with
pattern is
Mona?
a cute little fungus.
Aw, that does
Aw,
look like
Lily
fun.
Nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh, I'm already getting
That
a
is
lot of ideas
neat.
for this one. Okay.
I hope,
It
just hope
seems
they make it a
travelers
bit
will
more.
have a lot of freedom to try
bit
whatever
more
arrangements
clever
they
than
can think
easy.
of to reach those goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
That reminds me of a
Well, this is all
quest that
very
we had
nice,
before,
but
but it
are
looks a
there
bit more
any games
refined.
where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information,
Okay, I
then
like
you'll
that.
receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
I like that.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time.
I don't need that.
Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions
I'm fine
to
with
help
running
travelers
around
overcome
and listening to
situations in the
text.
experiment.
Don't need the fighting.
Awesome.
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to a specific rhythm.
They're really going all
That
out with different
should
ideas,
be
huh?
everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So
I
which
like that they're
Darshan's
experimenting.
events are you all most excited about?
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's what I'm all about. Like combat and battle and victory and never losing. Ever.
Okay.
Never
Confident,
dying.
are we?
Oh,
Wow. I like the star one. I like stars. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm most excited to listen to a story because I think that's about my speed.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
It's gonna be exciting. I know who I'm
there
rooting
is
for,
one
but
more
I
thing to
don't think we
mention
have much
here.
impact.
LAYLA's very own Hangout quest will be arriving with version 3.6,
Yes,
so be sure
finally.
not to miss it. Okay, that's all.
Finally.
Yay, we get to hang out with Layla.
Awesome.
LAYLA.
Excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru. Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer cannon, huh?
Wait,
Wow, yeah,
can
that's
you
quite the
like
name.
spell that out again?
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be
Wait,
to clear out any
wait,
monsters nearby
Are they
and help
called
with the
Waynute?
preparations so the cannon
I
can
thought
start
they were called
attacking.
Weedot. Oh no.
I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh yeah. We also have
Oh,
one
no.
other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible
Yeah,
effects
but
at
that
set
name has
intervals of time.
something else.
So I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah. If the buff you receive
I'm gonna
happens to
continue calling them
synergize with your
Weenuts.
team
I don't
composition,
know, I like the
then your
name.
team will really start to shine.
Keep with that.
I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these
it looks
buff
like
effects
another
are all
hack and
pretty
slash event, it's
powerful.
okay.
The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be
Very
returning once
important.
again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
In
Maybe one
addition to
time
the
I'm gonna
events
take
we've
use of
already
that.
mentioned,
Probably
there'll be
not.
one more event taking place in an
Probably
all-new
not.
area. So first, I think we should reveal the new area.
No. But before we do
Wait,
that,
okay.
let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baizhu,
Sounds
showstopper.
good. Oh, but one more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
I like that they're putting something in the breaks now. HP? Mental skill. That's for Nilu, right? Probably. Not sure who that is for. But it looked cool. It's good. Nah, hydro damage is certainly not. But okay. I'd assume that's for Nilu. Good new area? Yeah, I think someone mentioned that, but I didn't know about it either. I'm not sure, maybe it's because I haven't completed a quest or something, but I have like one small spot on the map that is still like uncovered. No, that is still covered, there we go. If it's just that one, that would be sad. Kaveh and Dia said. Oh yeah, it could
Welcome
also
back,
be
everyone.
Kaveh and Dia.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show
Okay,
an
what is
all-new
that?
area being added to the game.
That's right, and I hope you're all as excited as
What?
we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends,
Okay.
it was one of the main rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the
Okay.
site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss.
Oh.
Ooh.
Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps
That
and
looks
wastelands.
super important.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there? On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Luckily,
need to
we
go
have
there.
some little helpers to assist us in our
What?
search. There will be a Pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities.
What is a Pari?
Allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area.
Wait, that's so
And
cool.
access some locations that would be
What is
impossible on
that?
foot.
Wait,
I love that.
we'll be able to fly around now?
Wait, can we use that
This
everywhere?
will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training. We will guide Sorush to drive away
I don't
enemies,
think we can use that
conduct
every.
speed
Okay, it's just
training,
bombing the
and complete
villages.
puzzles,
Nice.
so be sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during
the
their
end
journey
is
in version
nigh again.
3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements to reduce damage.
How is the
It
Abyss using
definitely
elements,
looks
by
like
the way?
it'll
Are they
be a
using
formidable enemy.
delusions or something
That's
else?
not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers will
Wait, is that
encounter.
Hilichurl?
The Animo and Hydro
No.
Hilichurl rogues.
Yeah.
These Hilichurls are wandering across Tevat and do
Ooh.
not belong to any particular Hilichurl tribe. Sometimes they assist other
Ooh.
hilly churls or tribes in need of help. And they also have a unique combat style.
Even though
They
it
look
seems this place
cool.
is full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary Dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear. The Dragon of Verdure was once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand. Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will be making their
That
way to
reminds
the
me
Dendro
of
Dragon's
good
habitat to
old
face it
Dragon
in
Quest
battle,
in the
so they
beginning.
must be very careful. The battle will be split into
A good
3
old
phases.
Stormterror one.
An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from
What are
getting
those
any
things? They
worse.
look like Pokemon.
Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that looks
At
very
this point,
nuanced though.
you
I
don't
like
know
fights
what
like
the
that.
Dendro Dragon has
Not
been
just,
through
like,
and what exactly
hit until it
caused it to
dies.
change into its
Good.
current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story
Okay,
quest.
there we
Oh,
go.
for sure. I think there'll be a lot of interesting things for travelers to learn in this one, so be sure to look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course,
and,
gonna play that one.
That's about all we have for new content in the upcoming version. But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The
Huh?
second album for the Sumeru region, titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I was-
Nice, I
so
love
it's
the
just a
Sumeru
release.
region
I
music.
like that.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's
This
nothing that I
album
need
is
a special
comprised of
announcement for.
3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm
Yeah.
super
Heck
excited.
Be sure and pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Sumeru music just rules. Can't tell me differently. So are they like uploaded, or do you mean like physical discs? I don't think it's physical, even though that would be cool. So what did you share? Oh yeah, the e-skill. Okay. To be honest, I don't think it looks like that. I don't know.
Right? So it
I
seems
don't
like
know.
there's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
a
it looks
lot to
like that. It
enjoy
looks
in the
more
new
like a
version.
snake
I
or
know,
something.
right?
Oh wait, they're continuing?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter and confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's gonna be crazy. I'm super happy to have gotten to come on this special program today. It was my first time. This is so cool. And also that trailer was so cool.
Definitely.
It
But
was.
they didn't really
I think
show
it's really
anything
cool
about Dory,
that
right?
people will get to discover more about
Are we even
Baizhu
gonna meet
and that
her?
there's more to him
Why was
than
she
just
here?
the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
It's got layers.
True that. I'm looking forward to the new area, new playables, and of course, the Academia Extravaganza. Looked
I think I'm
super,
mostly
super
looking
fun
forward
me.
to the
Yeah, for sure.
extravaganza.
But yeah, this is the end of the special program. It's been so great hanging with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me again.
I think those
course,
cells look
this is the
snake-like, not
end.
the other way
I'll
around.
see you guys all in game.
Whatever.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for the live stream. Okay, I think I go with my 7 out of 10. 6 to 7 out of 10. I think that was a good call. It really depends on how deep the region or the Abyss story is gonna go.